Okay, so I'm going to show you today how to do the app called Notability. Notice that it should have shown up on your iPad this past week, and it is the blue one with the yellow pencil, but it also has the microphone on the icon, and that is because it does actually record also. Okay, so when we go into this, you can see on your front menu that you have the option to add different subjects. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the plus key and tap Create Subject. And now my cursor shows up and I can name this one of my classes, such as Social. And I'm going to say Done. So notice now I have ones for each of my classes other than Science, even though it's the most important. And I can move those and have them show up in a different location. I can also move different notes into those folders after they've been created, or I can go directly into a subject such as Communications Now and create a note. Okay, so here's my note, and I can change the title of it right here, and otherwise it just defaults to the date it was created. Notice in the upper left-hand corner on my menu, this is where I want to send this note when I'm done. So if you're going to be sharing it with, say, a teacher, most likely you'll be sending it as a PDF and then saying share and putting it into, say, Google Classroom or Schoology should be an option here also. Okay, so notice, of course, there is the undo key, which is going to be handy for you, the text or typing mode. And so if I tap on that, I will be instantly getting my keyboard. And notice I can indent this phrase, I can change the font, I can change the size of the font. I probably would have to have all of this highlighted in order to, and it's going to want to autocorrect, and that's okay. Select it, and now I can change and make these selections, such as the font size, the font color, change it to bold or italics or underline. And if there's a particular font that is your favorite, you can save it to be this as one of your defaults. Okay, notice my pen tool allows me just to directly start writing, or I can make some changes, such as the thickness of it and the color. And so now I have a purple pen instead. This is going to be my highlighter, so notice it's more transparent. And again, you can make selections as to the thickness and the color of it, and so forth. With my eraser, I'm going to be able to just tap, and notice it's a very broad stroke. It doesn't allow you to do a lot of fine tuning, and I'm going to put that back so that you can see what my scissor tool does. So I'm going to draw around it, and now with two fingers on my screen, I can rotate it and move it to a different spot on my screen. I can also copy it and then tap and paste it, so I can duplicate things and have that option. Or I can just go to my finger tool, which allows me to move around on my screen. The microphone, of course, is going to record just like you would imagine. Under the plus sign, notice I have a variety of options, such as adding a photo. And I'll just make one selection here, and notice how that comes in. Gives me the handlebars so I can resize it. Plus it allows me to add the caption. If I edit, it allows me to crop this photo right within the Notability app, which is kind of a nice feature. Tap Done, and now you're only seeing a portion of that photo. Also under the plus sign, I could have added a figure, which allows me to do some layering, and I'll let you play with that one on your own time. A web clip lets you actually go out and search the internet, so you can see where this would be a great thing to be able to be searching for things for a class and then citing it right within your classroom. And then you're just going to tap Done. Before I do that though, I'm going to say select all and copy this, and done. And now when it comes in on that caption, we're going to be able to paste and have it cited then right at the same time. So you're kind of serving two purposes, so that's great. And if I tap on that little bar at the top, it gives me some of those extra little functions. Also, I could have added a sticky, which is kind of like a little text box that can be in different locations. Under the tool gear, I can change the paper itself. When it's not a PDF, I have these options. I can do purple polka dots. I can leave it white, but I can make it into a grid, or what would work great for a graph situation. And under the page sorter, notice I can change the order of my pages. I can delete one particular page, or I can add pages just by hitting that plus sign. So more pages are showing up. So I'll let you go ahead and play around and make some changes on your own. You're going to want to scan that QR code that is at your table, and I'll show you what's going to happen when you do so. So I'll go to the scan. It's going to load like this, and you're going to want to hit download. And then once I tap download, I should have the option now. I thought I was going to try save a step, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. Okay, so instead let's do open in Safari, then download, or open in, so you could have done it either order, and then open in and say copy to Notability. Once it's in Notability, it's going to ask, do you want to create a new note? And just say yes. And then it will let you choose particular pages. We'll do all three and import. Then you should be good to start practicing on your own. All right, good luck.